Well, do that before you. This is when you're reaching in for that can of diet soda or the carton of ice cream or the package of cookies. This is to stop you from doing it. Now you can start your tapping. Now you can start tapping that karate chop and say, even though, and maybe you'll just say, even though I am so close to getting that ice cream out of the freezer, even though I still feel like I'm going to do that any minute, I crave that ice cream. I just crave food. I don't care what it is I want to eat. Even though I have a strong craving for something that soothes me, that helps me, that eases the pain that I have. Just say whatever comes to your mind. Just let the words come out. Don't have anything planned. Just say it. I deeply and completely love and accept myself, even though I want that food so bad. I can just taste it. I know I'm going to do it. I know I'm going to rip that carton open and I'm going to eat the whole thing, just like I always do. I just know that. Even though I want that bad, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. I know I'm okay.
So while you're saying this, you're tapping on that
karate chop.
Right.
And then you've added that you want it so bad, and even though you're going to do that, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. You said that at least 3 times. Now you go back, and when you start the tapping on the points on the face, beginning with the beginning of the eye, the EB point, you're just going to use a reminder phrase, something short like this food, this craving, whatever. This ice
so you say something like this food, this craving while you're tapping there?
Yeah. So while I'm tapping between the eyes, and don't tap real slow. I find if you tap lightly, don't tap too hard because you're going to bruise. But just tap, where you can tell you're tapping, but do it quickly. Try to get at least 6 or 7 taps in while you're saying the reminder phrase, this food.
Okay, so then you would go down to the end of your eyebrow.
Yeah, I say this food, then the side of the eye, the end of the eyebrow, this food, and then under the eye, this food, this horrible craving for this food, then under the nose, this food, this craving for this food, chin point, this craving, this strong craving, I want that food so bad. And you may, while you're doing that, start to feel the craving kind of subside. It kind of goes away, and you'll recognize that. Many times what happens, you'll let out this sigh, and that something has happened. And
I've noticed that when you're eating and when you're like hungry for dinner, sometimes you eat a little bit and then you have that sigh, and that's like, okay, it's a sign that things have changed and now you're full. And so you can do the same thing. Maybe that's what that made me remind. What you said that it reminded me of.
Yeah.
So then after you do the chin, you go down to your collarbone area.
Then the collarbone, and then under the arm.
Okay.
And that's it.
And you just do it maybe 6 or 7 times quickly?
Yeah, or even 3. You mean the tapping?
Yeah.
You mean each round, like if we do the karate chop, and then we do the tapping on the face and down to under the arm.
Right,
Okay, that's one round. Now, you may go back and just tap a round of the tapping, like from the eyebrow and down, before going back to the karate chop. But if you feel it's not working, you need to go back to that karate chop because, again, that prevents the psychological reversal. And sometimes we get that reversal will come back even before we do finish a round of tapping. And just remember, all that really is that you think that's what you want, but something within you saying, no, it isn't. Something to protect you. It could be from anything. I've found a lot of with obesity, whatever the reason is that a person will start eating, it happened after some form of trauma, and the body's protecting them. So when you talk about, like, I want to lose weight, they're saying no because remember what happened when you were thin. I mean, you're not thinking that, but psychologically that's what's happening.
Right.
That's what you're being told. So that's why we do that karate chop. This is why when you're out, you can tap any body's part, the meridian. And, we have these all through us, and it's easier for the acupuncturist to find those and locate them and use the needle, but it's more difficult for us because they're all over the body. And that's why these will work, the ones we're talking about. But they're on your knees, on your thighs and stuff. I mean, they're all over the place, and a lot more on the face. So,
are they anything like chakras?
Like what?
Chakras?
Yes. They certainly are. If you get a diagram that shows those, then you'll see where those points are. The beginning and ending points is what you're looking at, and they'll be scattered, along that. That's exactly, and it's like with the spring force qigong and all of those things. It's like clearing these so that the energy runs freely through the chakras. And we can do it by exercises or...
Well, I know when I was demonstrating those little tapping things that as we were going through that,